Everyone, it's Linda in Belize. Today I want to present some property listings in San Pedro, Belize, and the prices and availability are as of December 2022. So I was asked by one of my colleagues with Remax in Placencia to be a realtor, and I decided that it was more appropriate for me to act as a buyer's agent because I was pretty much doing that anyway when I was helping people that were considering moving to Belize or investing here. So in this video, I'm going to show some listings where the prices are all in US dollars. And if you're looking for updates regularly, make sure you subscribe because I have a lot of content upcoming. And in this case, I'm going to be showing affordable properties under 200,000 because I have some people I'm taking around in January where they're specifically looking for affordable properties. So why would you want to work with a buyer's agent? Well, basically, a buyer's agent represents the buyer's needs versus the seller's, and that avoids potential conflicts of interest. So when you think about pricing of a property, of course, the buyer wants to get it at the most affordable price, where the seller wants to get the higher price. And what a buyer's agent does is basically negotiate the best price specifically for the buyer. And lots of people want buyer's agents in many different markets, but it's even more critical in Belize. And there's a couple of reasons for this. First of all, there's no MLS in Belize, which means it's harder to find properties. You might look at one website and see 3 lots in a particular area, whereas there's tons of other websites with the same types of listings that might better meet your needs, and some that may not even be on a website. Now, many agents in Belize only show their own brokerage's listings. And the reason they sometimes do this is because they want a double-end commission. Because in traditional real estate, the buyer and the seller's agents share commission. The other reason might just be that they don't have time to look up all the availability of properties because there's so many different brokerages. Now, in North America, if an agent is working for both the buyer and the seller, this needs to be disclosed. And in Belize, there's no licensing of realtors, so this is not the case. Also, there are some developers that will not even work with realtors at all. So I have a client that I helped buy property in Placencia where the developer doesn't work with realtors, but we were able to work out a deal anyway so that the client could get the property and I could still be compensated. And this is what a buyer's agent can help with. Now, if you are looking for a realtor in Belize, I would recommend interviewing a few people and see who best meets your needs. So let's talk about why you would want to buy property in Belize. So I do have a video talking about Belize in general, about why people buy. A lot of people do it for investing purposes, and one of the big benefits is that it is freehold title, but you can check the link to find out more details. Next, let's talk about financing. If you're getting financing, it's generally through the seller or the developer, and generally only for a short time frame up to about 5 years. If you're buying land, it is a little bit more common, and you might get a land loan for 10-10-10, which is 10% down, 10% interest over 10 years. You'll see videos on that type of financing, and sometimes you can even get loans up to 30 years on land. Now, on completed homes, it's less often a long term. Often it might only be 3 to 5 years. However, there is one developer that does offer bank financing, and I'll present one of their properties here so you can see an example of that. And then if you can find properties and do an offer with financing, you can always see what the seller is willing to take. So in Belize, there's many different properties at different budgets, starting under 100,000 to well over $1 million. And in this video, I'm going to focus on properties under 200,000 because that's the price point some of my current clients are looking for. And this is only a sample of what's available even in that price range. So if you are looking for something specific, make sure you reach out. So the first property I want to highlight has best Western potential. So this is Baymen Gardens, located south of town, not far from the airport. In fact, it backs right onto the airport runway, although you can't see the runway because of the nice landscaping, but you can definitely watch some of the little planes taking off, which is fantastic. And one of my friends living in the building right now says you can't hear them from inside the condo. So in terms of listings, there is a resale unit currently available for $127,000. And there's also new units that are under construction that start around the $170,000 price point. So these condos are 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And the thing I love about this property is the beautiful large pool. I often go there myself when I'm looking for a pool day because I really like the vibe there. And there's a little bar and restaurant. There's also a fitness center and tennis courts where you can play pickleball. And the property is located only about 2 blocks from the beach. And one of the huge benefits is the fact that there's bank financing available on the units under construction. And so if you're interested in this, just when you're reaching out, say that you're interested in property number one. Now, if you're looking for something larger, there is a condo that's located 9 miles north. So if you're okay being farther away from amenities, this one's right on the beach and it's priced at $150,000. So it is a penthouse 2-story condo with 2 bedrooms and 2 baths, and it's currently under construction. So I don't have any interior pictures at this point, but if you're interested in more details, just reach out. So number three is another condo that's located north, and it's right on the lagoon. And this one is only 2 miles north, so a lot closer to amenities. And it was built in 2018. And the great thing about this is that it's a ground floor unit, so you can walk right out to the pool, and it has a sunset facing veranda. So it's listed at 155,000 US dollars, and it has 1 bedroom, 1 bath. So the next property is a south side condo, which is also on the lagoon, and it does have a dock and a swimming pool, and it's in the San Pablo area, which is where a lot of the locals live. So this one's 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It's listed at 189,000, and this does have financing available because it's the same developer that has the Best Western. So property number five is actually a house that's located on the main road on the way to Secret Beach, and it's listed at 199,000. So it's the only house that's under the 200,000 price point. And the really unique thing about this is that it also includes the lot behind it, which is ready for development. And the 2 bedroom house does generate $1,100 of monthly rent currently. So if you're wanting to live in the home or continue to rent it out, you also have the back lot available to build on or to have for land banking purposes. And the great thing about this property is that it will include financing for 5 years with 50% down. So if you're looking for a house rather than a condo, this might be something that you'd like. So if you're thinking of moving or investing in Belize and need some assistance, make sure you reach out and I'd be happy to help. And I hope to see you soon in Belize.